Hello everyone, so it's been highly requested that I film a haul for you featuring all of the pieces that I got from the outlet while I was in Palm Springs. If you haven't seen my vlog, then I will link it down below so you can watch the process, I guess, of buying these things as well as my fun weekend over there. But I got quite a few things, and I actually got one really exciting thing right when I came home. So I was walking innocently through Holt Renfrew on my way to the gym, and I noticed they had their semi-annual shoe sale. I feel like their discounts are really good, and they often do include shoes that are very popular styles, not just like weird limited edition ones. And this round's half-yearly sale was no exception, so I actually ended up taking the plunge and getting a pair of Rockstuds. Now, I feel like a long time ago I mentioned in a video that I was very much on the fence as to whether or not I even liked this style. I feel like it has been really overdone. They've been around for so long, and I spent a long time also expecting it to be a trend that would die and go away and then be an awful investment. However, they are still around, and it wasn't until I put my foot in this shoe that I really understood why. And I really think the reason why is not actually how they look, but actually how comfortable they are. So I've actually worn these out once, but it will still be like a little unboxing between us because I put them back in the box. I just wanted to show you because I think it's so gorgeous. It actually kind of matches my lipstick, which is kind of cool. I'll link the lipstick that I'm wearing down below. I really like the way that this is kind of presented. I think the packaging is beautiful. So first off the bat, it is really nicely done in that they give you extra heel tips and extra rock studs in case you lose any. And then, music is necessary. Okay, so let's first off say that these are an intense color that I never thought I would buy in a pair of designer shoes, but I really have surprised myself with them, and I'm so happy that I did because now these are my Elle shoes. And if you don't get the Elle comparison, I mean, what more do I need to say? I have a small furry animal, I'm obsessed with fashion, I loved law school, and I'm a lawyer now. Doesn't that ring a bell to some of you? I mean, I know my hair interferes with the comparison, but you know, it's pretty close, and I love it. So I totally love how kind of tongue-in-cheek these are in a way, and I do really like pink as well. It was my favorite color when I was a child, and I don't wear that much of it anymore, which I actually think is a good thing, because if you wear these with a pink dress, it's going full on into Barbie territory, and I think like not in a good way. But if you wear it with really neutral outfits or outfits that have a hint of pink in the print, because I do wear a lot of prints, like I'm wearing one right now. So like I said, I really surprised myself with these shoes, but I'm so happy that I did because they're actually so comfortable. So I wore them out yesterday, and I really didn't want to be that person who can't walk around, but I was so excited to wear them out to dinner. So I did, and they gave me no blisters. I can walk very steadily in them. I don't feel like they're teetery at all. I always kind of thought if I was gonna take the plunge, I would get the Rockstuds in the kitten heels in the kind of pinky almondy color, the nude ones, and I still might do that someday if I continue to love these, but I actually am surprised by how great and stable the high heel version of it is. And it's also advantageous in that, unlike the kitten heel version, you only have one strap that you need to tie on, whereas with the others you have the straps going more gladiator style up the ankle, so it takes a lot more time to put them on and off. They look a little bit brighter on camera right now because of the natural lighting than they do in real life. I sent a photo of these to my mom, and she actually thought they were red from the photo. So I actually really like that the saturation of the leather is kind of just really beautifully done so that it looks like different shades in different light, and it's not a very flat pink. It's a kind of reddy, like beautiful, really saturated fuchsia. And it didn't hurt that they were 50% off either. So with that said, I know that you guys are really interested to see what I got in Palm Springs. I was a little bit hesitant to film this haul at all because you're not going to be able to get the exact items of a lot of this, including these shoes, which were a limited edition color. But that said, everything that I've purchased in this entire haul, both from Palm Springs and not, are all very classic items. So I feel like it'll be pretty easy for me to find things to link down below that are very similar, either from the same brand or a different brand, but very similar styles, because these are all pretty classic items. So since I just showed you some shoes, I'm going to show you the clothing that I bought, and then I will finish off the video by showing you some more shoes that I bought. Shoeaholic, I know. But the first thing that I went and reached for, and I think I briefly filmed outside the store, is Theory. I really like Theory suitwear. They are, I think, the most obvious place to go look for quality suitwear, but they also make what is, in my opinion, the best black cardigans, and this is actually the second one that I've owned. The first one had buttons, this one does not have buttons, and it has a shawl type collar. But what they have in common, and I think what is unique to the way Theory designs their cardigans, is they are fully opaque, they have very slim sleeves, a long body, and they're kind of slim fitted but still loose enough to fit over any dress or shirt, and they're just so flattering on. I feel like so many other cardigans from different brands, including designers, add a lot of bulk to your outfit, which can be really kind of unflattering if you're trying to layer up especially, and Theory just has layering down pat in terms of their designs, and I find that they are really great quality. I had my previous one for about, like, I think 5 or 6 years, and I wore it so much, and I'm really excited to have a second one to add into my rotation because I just feel like a slim black cardigan is an absolute must-have, especially if you work in an office environment. Along the same lines, I bought another cardigan. I can never have too many cardigans because my office isn't so formal that I have to wear a blazer all the time, but it is so cold that I need some kind of layer that will still look chic and pulled together. So I got this cream one from Tory Burch, which I think will be great for the spring and summer. It's a really beautiful buttery hue. It's got the big oversized gold buttons. It's really warm but thin, so it's 100% merino wool. So I think it's just great because it will keep you warm enough but cool enough to kind of use it throughout the warmer seasons. If you're getting annoyed that I'm not trying on any of these pieces, then rest assured, because I'm actually in the process of filming a 5 days of fashion video for you guys, which will feature a lot of these pieces because new things are exciting, and that will be up on Monday. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then you should, so that you can see that video. Next, and I did vlog in this store because there is no happier store than the Kate Spade store. I feel like it's the adult version of the Disney store pretty much, because everything in there is so cute. I almost bought a handbag shaped like a crab, but then I just could not justify it because when are you really ever gonna need that? But what I did buy is this super cute little flamingo print dress. I love the apricot color of it. It's so pretty against the skin. They're so cute, very California style. It's almost kind of an awesome memento of my trip, because to me pink flamingos are just so like stereotypical California, and it just looks so cute on. You can belt it to define the waist a little bit more if you want, but it just fits really well. It's very flowy and light, and it's definitely the kind of easy dress that you can dress up or dress down, but no matter how you wear it, it's still going to be fun and kind of fancy free, which I really like. So I was so excited to find that in the sale, and it was a really good deal too. I think it was around $50 or $60. So it's definitely been a little bit of a splurge time recently in terms of shopping, but when there are good sales, I just cannot resist. And the next few items that you'll see are kind of out of season, and I know that's so disappointing for a YouTube video because everything for YouTube is filmed so seasonally. Everything has to be like on season, ahead of time, and you don't show anything ever that's out of season in terms of video creation. But I have to say I don't agree with that, because if you want good deals, you have to shop out of season because that's how you get to the sales. And it's kind of the same thing when you go outlet shopping as well. All of the best deals are going to be on out of season items that have come from the stores and not sold and the season is over. And I really don't mind doing that because I don't care about trends. I buy classic items or items that I like. If they're on trend, great. If they're not, I don't care. And I just find that that has worked so well for me in terms of building up my wardrobe, professional and otherwise, with really great quality pieces. And this is really an example of me doing that. Buying a trench coat at the beginning of summer, which I will probably very rarely wear, although I do live in Vancouver, but I love this trench coat so much and I'm so excited to have this, you guys. I am such a big believer in the value of Burberry trench coats because it was my first investment piece that I ever purchased. I was like 18 years old. It was my first real trip to England when I was looking at universities there, and I shelled out and bought just one of those really plain Kensington style trench coats in the classic Burberry color and style and everything, and it has lasted me now over a decade. So I continue to shell out for Burberry trench coats because I just had that amazing experience. And this Burberry Brit one is actually a little bit of a more affordable option because it is their more affordable line. Also, it's made of weatherproof raincoat material, and for whatever reason for that brand, that's less expensive. So along the same lines, I also picked up 2 pairs of clearance shoes at the Tod's outlet. It really had some great sales. They were really helpful in there. He pulled out some boots that I'm about to show you that weren't even on display, and they were under $200, as were these, because it was $199 and then there was an extra 30% Memorial Day discount going on that day as well. So these are just very easy everyday wear to work shoes. They are wedges. I actually knew that I would love these and buy them as soon as I saw them on the shelf and begged him to find my size because I already own these shoes in taupe and I have worn them to death and they still look great. The black does show a little bit more dust and dirt than the taupe that I have does, but I just really like the style of these. They're a lot more lightweight than the Tory Burch wedge is, but you still get the same look and purpose out of it, which is to get a little lift into your height and a little bit more elegance than a flat would result in, but you still have that comfy, very like loafer-like feel. It's got the little grippy underside that Tod's is very famous for, and all of the comfort as well. If you're looking for comfortable designer shoes, then I would really recommend Cole Haan or Tod's. I feel like they have very similar design to them. Tod's is more expensive though, but if you can find a Tod's outlet, I think they tend to have really good discounts, and the quality that you get is just so outstanding. Next, I have my new boots, and these probably definitely will not get anywhere until fall, but I'm still so excited to have gotten these because they were about $150 and they are just so buttery and luxurious. Again, you have the grippy underside. It's a beautiful dark cognac leather with gold hardware, because I don't know exactly how much boots like this from Tod's would normally cost, but it would probably be upwards of like $700 here in Canada. Tod's is definitely not cheap, so you definitely get the luxury experience as well. I left the box behind, but I still got to bring home the beautiful dust bags, and I just am so they're just so beautiful, you guys. The craftsmanship of these is amazing. Anyway, so that is it for my collective designer haul. I hope that you guys liked it. Really enjoyed getting all of these items over the last few weeks. It definitely gives me a lot to look forward to in terms of new things to style and have fun with in future videos. So if you would like to see that content on style, then make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!